Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like a creepy twist, but I was like, okay. I thought that was pretty cool.
He says, "Oh, she even sent me a ghost card."
Yeah.
His like little one-liners that don't even make sense sometimes, where you're just like, "Wait, what?"
It's like, Robert, you're no Robert Redford. I was like, wow.
Silly.
Yes.
But he gets away with it, man.
Yeah.
Great puns.
John. What a nice guy, man.
Yeah. You got to meet him.
He's a nice guy.
Yes.
In real life, for sure. Definitely up there on the bucket list. Cross off.
At least he was nice. Like
overly nice.
Yeah.
Like to the point where he's like, write down your information so I can listen to the podcast.
Wow.
Dang.
Yeah, I was just like, you got me forever, dude.
That's awesome. Right. Usually, you've heard that saying, like, don't ever meet your heroes.
Yeah, because they're get disappointed.
Yeah. But you just have the wrong heroes then.
Yeah.
How about that?
No, I met Conan, cool. I met the Young Bucks, and they were all been cool like that. So
yeah, Ronda Rousey.
Ronda Rousey too. You got to throw that in there. You had to throw that in there, didn't you?
Before she got fucked up and retired.
Yeah. She's still WWE, right?
I mean, but from fucking UFC, she got beat up so bad she left the fucking sport.
She didn't do the Roadhouse remake.
No.
After that.
She's like, fuck this. I can't remember my lines.
And she's headlining WrestleMania. So.
Oh right, really?
Yeah, they're the last match, so it's Ronda Rousey, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair.
Is she gonna come out in the White Ranger gear? It was pretty sick, dude. I have to say.
No, what she came out in?
It was like she had like the White Ranger inspired green gear. You never saw that?
Yeah, I saw that, but I was like, I thought it was more like Dragon Ball Z and shit.
No, because she took a picture with David Frank, and he was like, "Oh, lo and behold, she's a fan. She's a fan too."
Oh, I'm sorry that the color scheme was just a little bit too similar for you, David Frank. It wasn't even for the Power Rangers.
She was like, "Oh, yeah, of course it's for you."
All right.
It's just because the morpher and then the R right there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, well, that could work.
Does it? That's funny because they do like a lot of throwbacks to everything. So, actually, I think I'm not so sure, but I think the Keeper has actually appeared in WCW. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that shit.
That sounds like a crossover.
But the funniest crossover is Chucky in WCW. Promoting Chucky's
I remember
Bride.
that. I remember the Bride of Chucky.
Oh my god, and it made no sense whatsoever because it was in convolute to any storyline. So then you're like, Chucky's on the fucking teleprompter just talking shit to fucking Rick Steiner. And then you're like, and then he's promoting his movie. Oh, okay. Like, it doesn't make no sense, you know, but it is what it is, bruh.
It is what it is.
But Curiosity, actually, how much did this movie make? Actually,
over.
It was a theatrical release?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, their first one, and so it was a budget of 13, and it made 21.
Okay.
Which is that's a profit.
Yeah.
At that time, it was profit, bro.
Especially for a risky kind of film like this.
Yeah.
Definitely not too shabby. For especially with the kind of religious undertones going on in there, you know, that could have not went over so well. So it's impressive.
I'm not surprised the 700 Club didn't go protest this motherfucker.
That didn't happen. That's blasphemy.
There's no keys.
What do you're making fun of us?
Yeah, I love those guys outside of the convention center.
Comic-Con.
Yep.
Love it, man.
Good times. I love the guys who walk over there dressed, you know, in cosplay and stuff, and they have signs of their own. Like, did you see the one where fucking like Goku saved us or some shit like that? It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I love the gag signs too. That's so creative and awesome.
Yeah.
Comic-Con's great. But those they're outside of Monsterpalooza too.
Are they?
Yeah.
God damn. Well, yeah, you would think they would be there because, just because they're all fucking
I've seen them
monster people
all around.
That's crazy.
Different cons. It
They're just bored.
It's just kind of like, what? Like, why?
They're probably sending mass tweets to each other or DMs
no,
what convention's going on today?
They're Twitter is for the devil. It's made by Satan.
Foosball's the devil.
Social media is the devil. But
oh my god.
So yeah,
do you have any Swan facts on this?
I do. Should we jump into those?
Let's do it.
Swan facts. All right. So this was originally just a spec script, not associated with Tales. I spoiled that earlier. Sorry. The film was supposed to be a part of a trilogy that never happened. However, 2 other stories were produced under the Tales banner that completed a later trilogy in 2002.
Nice.
So we got Bordello of Blood a year later in 96, and then the Tales of the Crypt presents The Ritual in 2002, which is a good few years later to kind of cap off that trilogy. So we do have 3 of them technically. If you watch until after the credits, you'll see the Crypt Keeper appear and plug what would have been the next film, Fat Tuesday, I believe, or what? That was the code name. But it was supposed to be a zombie film in New Orleans.
Oh, okay.
That I guess they were iffy on the script, so it never happened.
Oh, that sucks.
To avoid late night shoots, the hotel in the film was built in an isolated airport hangar, which allowed the cast and crew to have normal hours.
Nice.
So they could shoot during the day and you wouldn't be able to tell. Birds had nested in the top of the hangar, so before the cameras would roll, the crew would have to fire blanks into the air in order to avoid audio problems.
That's cool.
They'd be like, boom, action. That's fucking crazy, right? The studio actually wanted Cameron Diaz, Diego, for the role of Jerry Lynn, but director Ernest Dickerson convinced them that Jada was the right actor for the part.
Which made more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
The green slime used throughout the film for the monster's blood was actually liquid taken from glow sticks. This was all extracted manually by the crew.
God damn, imagine that fucking time breaking fucking glow sticks open and then just pouring them into a fucking vat.
Well, cracking them first. Yeah, because they
have the glow.
Yeah.
Oh,
this what I went to film school for? Glow sticks.
God damn it. But that looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks cool.
The blood is definitely a big, how do you say, allure to the film. I think that kind of makes it stand out. Demon Knight.
Blood.
Huh?
That predator blood.
Oh, yeah. Demon Knight was shot in between a hiatus for the show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so while they were in between seasons, they shot this movie. I think it was only 40 nights they had to shoot it.
Oh, that's pretty fast.
Original Child's Play director Tom Holland was going to direct this feature, but then dropped out to direct the poorly received Fatal Beauty.
He's kicking himself in the fucking house.
October 20th, 2015, the film is given a collector's edition Blu-ray release via Scream Factory, which had the post-credit scene actually taken out. Obviously, because
not to confuse people.
Yeah, it didn't. That never happened, which is.
That's cool that you got it here, though.
Yeah,
that we got to see it.
Yeah, that's why I kept it rolling.
Yeah.
Secretly, I didn't tell you guys anything.
Nice. Very nice.
I also I extracted the audio from an Entertainment Tonight little snippet of when the movie came out. If you guys want to check that out real quick.
Oh yeah.
The This next story is definitely not for the squeamish. Entertainment Tonight was invited along for a night in the crypt as a television cult hit tries to turn into a creature feature.
Action! Oh yeah! We got a whole lot of trouble.
Uncle Willie, stop it. Put him down.
Going up?
There are creepy goings-on at the Mission Hotel. Actually, this is the set for the first movie based on the hit TV series Tales from the Crypt. Called Demon Night, it features a host of bizarre characters, many of whom get demonized.
Caroline, you wouldn't hurt me, would you? Ah!
Here, Demon Dick Miller strangles William Sadler and tosses Jada Pinkett aside. Sadler says this is only a little of what's in store.
Yes, it's full of surprises. You know, you never know who's going to be beheaded or dismembered or blown up.
While veteran horror star Miller is most happy just to see us.
And he loves the show.
Yeah, my favorite show, eating.
Actress Sherry Rose also gets turned into a demon. She says the whole process is monstrous.
The makeup took about 3 hours, takes about 3 hours, and about an hour and a half to get off. And I went out the other night, actually, with some of my makeup on and seen if it would work in the dating process. I think it scared some people away, though.
3, 2, 1, go! Arm! Okay. Once we've cut, everybody stand still. If there's a lot of mess on the floor, let's try to clean it up before we track it all around.
All these demons have something to do with Billy Zane, who turns up to chase Sadler, and dark things start happening. In this scene, Zane's punch packs quite a wallop.
3, 2, 1, go!
Zane is supposed to be punching through the head of actor John Schuck. Makeup effects expert Todd Masters says this was one of the toughest scenes.
We obviously did not send a fist right through real John Schuck's head. It was a dummy head that we created with an animatronic fist that was shot in such a manner that it looked like it was Billy throwing the punch. Then we cut into a dummy head of John Schuck that he wrestles around with because his hand gets stuck inside the head and he can't get it off.
The makeup work, Todd Masters and his gang are just, they're phenomenal, the best. To take it to this level is something I always wanted to do, really. I haven't worked with that much prosthetic work, and this is an opportunity to do it. The gallons of blood make it kind of interesting. Always good work for the wardrobe department.
That dummy head had to show up again, and it did right in the middle of our interview with Sadler.
Oh, I can meet a friend of mine. Shut it.
And you haven't even seen the real weird stuff yet. Demon Night is also dressing up actors in full head-to-toe demon costumes, and one of our spies who saw them describes them as, quote, pretty intense. Demon Night is due out early next year.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
That was horrible.
Like we were just talking about right now, like how are you going to promote a movie and then spoil people turning into demons, Billy Zane's character punching a guy through the head? You're basically, you're giving away parts of the movie. I'm surprised that they didn't try to stop this from coming out.
Or just kind of edit it down.
Yeah.
Somebody got fired over that shit.
Right?
For real.
Like, come on. What's going on here?
There's no fucking way that person that edited that shit was still employed after that.
Imagine that shit happening now. Like, in Avengers Endgame, here's Tony Stark laying on the ground, half, cut in half.
They say, surprise, all the Avengers are coming back, blah, blah, blah. It's like, thank you, you stupid fuck, for ruining, like, a weighted fucking movie and shit. Like,
that's fucking crazy. That's pretty funny.
I thought you guys would get a kick out of that.
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
That's funny. I was thinking the exact same thing when you brought it up. I was like, in my head, I'm like, she's fucking telling a lot about the movie.
That's just the fact that she's like, you can see in this image, Billy Zane is punching a dude through the head. And it's like, well,
motherfucker.
No, that's not a normal thing.
Yeah.
Nobody's that strong, so you're obviously giving away that he's supernatural, so it's like you just gave away like the whole fucking first act of the movie.
Yeah.
Right there. Do I really even need to go watch it now? Thanks a lot, lady.
That's fucking crazy. I can't believe HBO kind of greenlit that interview.
I don't know, man.
Like I said, somebody must have got fired after that shit, Eric.
Well, just the way it sounded, like they weren't really taking